Okay, so I am cleaning up my apartment right now because I want to start off the semester on a good note, but I'm just gonna get right into it. Tomorrow is my last first day of school. Um, I feel like my life is slowly progressing to a place, um, it's progressing north. Let's just say that for lack of better words, but sometimes I think I don't give myself a chance to sit and acknowledge the milestones in my life. And tomorrow is a milestone. It's the last first day of school. I'm within my terminal degree. I'm in my terminal semester of my terminal degree. It's getting more realer every single day into this degree. I'm happy, or I'm kind of scared, but not in a fearful way, in a way that like I really I really don't want time to pass me and I not put my 100% effort into each day. Um, just because in the studio sometimes you can get very stagnant and overwhelmed or lost within the ideas that you have. Um, so I really want to make a plan for the semester, for the studio, for the projects that I have in mind, and just really stick to it. So that's kind of what it's like to be experiencing this. I remember some advice I received before coming into grad school was to not be all over the place. And even though I feel like I have been a little over the place with the projects that I've been pursuing in my practice, I want to feel like it was still on a common thread of figuring out grief, expressing grief through my practice, and what that can look like within the binary of figurative or abstract work. That's been my main struggle in my practice. But this semester, I want to bring it all together in the work. But outside of the studio, how I feel about grad school and coming to this point, finding out the next step, figuring out the next step post grad is always daunting. So as I'm working on work, I'm also applying to work, finding a job, what kind of job I want to take on. I've been thinking about that for the 2 semesters, the 2 years, sorry, that I've been in this program, what kind of work I want to do next. And while I have a grand idea of what I do want to do, it's just a lot of options. So what I do know I want to do is have a break. I do want to have a break if I can afford it. And I think that there are so many other ways that I want to show up for myself, just outside of school. And those things are like going back to the gym, dressing up again, because I feel like I'm always dressing for the studio, which is like comfy, baggy, and dressing in things that I know I don't mind paint getting on, meaning that I'm not dressing up at all. So, being that I'm in my 20 somethings, I don't want to look back on my 20s and be like, oh, I was such a studio bum and I dressed poorly. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Those are my thoughts. The email started pouring in about let's say 2 weeks ago, as far as like getting back into, you know, the process of being in school again. I got an email 2 days ago that I still had to take 2 classes in order to graduate, even though the classes that I took, I thought that they would have counted towards my degree. They didn't. They were just optional classes. So that was a knife in my plans, which means that my final semester and the way how I planned my final semester to look, it actually will not be easy. It will be 10 times harder than what I planned. So my schedule went from being really open to really closed because of these additional classes that I had to add into my schedule. And I think that's why there's a bit of buildup of stress, even within me communicating in this video, how I'm approaching tomorrow as my last day of school. But I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm excited. There's a lot of work to be done. I just gotta get back in the studio and decide what projects I'm really gonna be doing moving forward, to wrap this up. And I keep on telling myself, like, the bigger the ideas, the better. Like, those are the ideas I have to tackle. I feel like in the past, one thing I know about myself is that I typically bite off more than I can chew. And I really want to rid myself of that habit as best as I can as I get older. But that habit is also haunting me in my studio. Yeah, so I was gonna go out today, as you know, today's is also a lot as a day. Finishing my semester within a new political atmosphere is something that I didn't really calculate or have in mind. So I'm not sure how that will have an effect on my work, but I know it can have an effect on someone's work in the studio and how you even communicate things in your work as well. But till next time, I'm going to record throughout the week how just it feels to be in the studio again. I can't wait to be back in the studio because it's been a few days, and I'm just crossing my fingers. I'm hoping to share a bit of the work. I probably won't show directly like what it looks like, but if I do, it'll just be in passing. And I'll show the work of this semester at the end of the semester. So wish me luck. I'm gonna go finish wrapping all of this up in the apartment so that I can be a little stress-free, at least when it comes to coming home, because we always need to woosah at home, and home doesn't have to look like the studio. So I'm gonna go do that. And I feel like recording like this is a kind of unorthodox because I'm recording on my desktop, but this is what it's gonna be like until we upgrade our camera. So see you guys later. Bye. Wish me luck. Have a good rest of your week, because I didn't mention, but today is Inauguration Day and most importantly MLK Day. So that's why I was supposed to be going out. But with all that I just said, I think it's most important if I just finish cleaning the apartment. And if I can go out, then I'll go out. But bye, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.